how do you get to a stage where a Caroline situation actually becomes possible for someone like yourself?
Yeah, well, I kind of get what you're saying still. With that situation, I'll be real. Gigs, boss man on that, you know. But just like that, you get me? I'll be real with you. Like, and it's like he brought man to certain situations, you get me? Like, another place as well, he brought man, and he's like, yo, instantly they wanted to pack me, you know what I'm gonna say? Obviously, they ain't never heard of man and but you get me? I man kind of brought man to that. Man weren't really feeling certain little bits and pieces with what they were going on with. And then like he brought man to Caroline. To be honest, he just gave man that link. Straight away, obviously they just wanted to work a man. Obviously they've heard a man, whatever. But it was my man that kind of put that out there for man still. So that's a thorough situation, you get me? It's a thorough you.
I mean, for you, I mean, it's going to sound not cliche, but what does that mean to you that someone looked out for your interest to put you in a better position or to help you?
Yeah, that's real shit. You can't forget them things, you know what I'm saying? Remember, man's 2 men from the road, like that's thoroughbreds, you get me? Like, he's a general on his strip, I'm a general on mine, you know what I'm saying? And it's just real recognized real, innit? You can't really paint it, you get me? And it's mad car. There's a lot of other men that probably could have did that, you know what I was gonna say? That could have did that. Or tried to even help man, like, get through a certain way, you get me? Knowing what man just been through. And obviously, they didn't, innit? You know what I'm gonna say? So it shows how certain man are, innit? It is what it is, and man ain't begging for help, man doing their thing in it regardless. You know the one there. But, yeah, man, cool. I rate Brody for that still, but he just pattern, man.
It's a real situation. But then when you said the thing about like people could have helped, when they don't help, like how do you internalize that then? Let me not even use the word help. Let me just help you fast track your way.
Yeah. I just see it like, alright, cool, innit? Say no more, you get me? Like, if this was back in the day, then it could have probably been a bit political for people, you know what I'm saying? It's 80. But I just like, cool. And even my people around me see it as well, innit? Like, rah. You get me? As usual, you get me? And I'm like, nah, that's cool, innit, man? Just ease up, man. This is how we're doing music now, innit? So I'm not trying to bring that vibe into the scene, you know what I'm going to say? Because it'll be muddy, you know what I'm going to say? Like, people wouldn't be able to handle it. Like, it would just be, you know what I'm going to say? Because it's not their world, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we're not even going down that road. We're just doing music. This is what we're focused on right now, you know what I'm saying?
It's a beautiful thing to see, man, because it shows growth.
It's something to say, it definitely shows growth. Because man would have definitely not been thinking like this back in the day. Man would have just been on something else, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, obviously we're bigger than that now, you get me?
Let's talk about back in the day, right? When do you yourself start recording, like starting to make music? At what point, age?
I've been spitting from way back, you know, from young, from jungle days, you know what I'm saying? Like way back jungle days. But obviously, man weren't getting heard, and man was just doing that thing with the man, them and spitting, young buck and that. Then when it went into garage days, man was spitting garage. Man was always on this little jumpy beat thing, you get me? So I always had talent for the music thing like that, you get me? And then when man got older enough now, like I would say like 15 and that, when man can actually like know that we can hit a beat and hit a booth or whatever. Then man kind of just started laying things down, you know what I'm saying? And then the gangster grime, that was our thing in it. You get me? You had grime, but it wasn't man's thing in it. It was too young to say to you. But then obviously we patterned the gangster grime. Then that was just our thing, straight different works, you know what I'm saying? Different sounds, talking about different things. You get me? We weren't talking about the usual grime, you know what I'm saying? So that was our thing, and we just patterned it.
South London, isn't it?
Yeah, South Side. So we're just on different bits and pieces, you know what I mean? So yeah, that was our thing still.
When you say gangster grime, because like obviously like saying grime was predominantly East London, predominantly in a way, right? Why did you want to kind of like change it? Why do you want to?
We didn't even want to change it, you know. It was just what we was on, innit? At that time, innit? And man was real road youths. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, not some backbush youths. You know what I mean? Man was real road youths. So obviously, and man had talent. So imagine that you got road youths that's really on the road with talent. A man can spit. So we're not going to be making up things about Alton Towers. You know what I mean? Or, get me, or a fun fair, or you know what I'm saying to you? Like, that's not going to be man's thing, innit? Or we went swimming the other day, and that's not our thing, innit? So we're talking about what we've been through and what we're actually doing. You get me? So imagine that. So real road youths of talent. What are you going to spit about? We're only going to spit about what we see and what we know. You know what I'm saying? And that was it, innit? So it was just straight smoky settings, innit? So man's talking about certain things. People were like, "Raw, you get what I'm saying?" And it was gangster grime. So we wasn't doing the grime as other people were doing. We were doing this gangster grime. We were talking about gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what man was patterning, innit? So that kind of just changed the game, innit? And a lot of people gravitated to it because they could understand the situation, innit? Because it's where they're coming from as well, innit? So that was just it, really.
Do you think people give, in terms of a time frame, should people give credit in being a pioneer in that type of way? What do you think it's overlooked?
It's kind of overlooked, but obviously it's what it is, isn't it? Nah, man, not really asked, but some people do show the ratings, though, like, raw. Like, cause remember, enough man wouldn't even say, like, raw, we used to listen to you. But they know they used to listen to, man. You know, the one that run home with their tape decks and that, or CDs. You know what I'm saying to you? But bare man obviously will just be like, oh, you know, we grew up on this man, we grew up on that man. You know, you never grew up on that guy. You grew up on the man then. You know what I'm saying? Not just me, you know, but the whole of that situation. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, we're pioneers in this thing. Because man wasn't talking smoke on tracks like us back then. Come on, it wasn't at that BPM as well. No one wasn't spitting like, you know what I'm saying to you? It's fast. Like, you gotta have that talent to spit fast and be putting all them words into, you know what I'm saying to you? Like, no one wasn't doing that, but we was. So, you know, we definitely was pioneers, but if you don't want to give us the dues, then cool, no?
I wonder though, like, being young and doing something new that other people aren't doing. And I think about it, like we said about, like, we didn't go Alton Towers. It's always like the ends always have like you very, very rarely go out from it. So when your music's traveling further than you, like, them times, how is it getting back to you, like, yo, maybe people in North, East, or West are banging?
Yeah, because obviously we got the man who's got family that come from up north, and you know what I'm saying, connects and whatever, innit? And obviously when man was going on holiday before this big stretch, when man was young, going on another holiday, you know what I'm saying? And we were seeing man from different ends, innit? And obviously we're juveniles in times, innit? And we're seeing man on from different areas, and you know what I'm saying to you? And man was like, yo, man, listen to that. And I was like, oh, bro, you get me? And I was like, yeah, we effed you lot heavy. So that's what we kind of knew, like, oh, man's things going up the motorway still. Man, I just thought it was in the south side. But, yeah.
If you knew that it was that, because I wonder, like, if you could see that music was, like, getting there, do you reckon it would have changed your approach at all in time to probably be more in music and less?
Back then, I think man them was just stuck in their ways, innit? Like, if you remember the game back then, remember, you know, we did things, you know. We was trying, innit? And we was getting shut down, you get me? Like, before the YouTube thing. You know the one there? Before the YouTube and the views and the Insta, the likes, all that crap. It was just straight DVDs.
Yeah.
If your thing's popping. Radio, pirate radio.
DVDs was the thing, right?
Yeah, DVDs was the thing. Course.
DVDs.
Pirate radio, copied CDs, and you channel U. Can't go around channel U. Channel U put bare people on the map. You know what I'm saying? And man's things were on channel U. You get me? Man was getting their things on channel U. But then and that was all right. the government was all right with that. You get me? Then when we started to get something, because we actually did it, what was it? Can't Come to the Roadside. A tune called Can't Come to the Roadside, and that got big. You get me? And then that went on to MTV Base. You get me? So then obviously things was looking like, oh, okay, and it was in the charts. It was going up, and then it was at number 2. You get me? 1 week was at number 2, and then the week after it was gone. It wasn't even in number 3 or 4 or 5. It was just gone completely off the telly. And I was like, what? And then obviously when a couple of people looked into it, the people have said, nah, these men are actual really about that life. Like, you can't be playing these guys. So they took us down and blackballed it, man. You know what I was gonna say? So when that happened, it's just disheartened, didn't it? Like, bro,
that's mad.
That was really going on. Like, man's trying to make it out. You don't want to keep man in. Joke thing, you know what I'm gonna say to you? So obviously, man's young, hot-headed. We just like, cool, you know? 99.9% the road, and that other little percentage we do music, isn't it?
That's a
joke thing. That's exactly what it was. That's what I'm trying to say. That's exactly what it was, isn't it? So like, man couldn't be bothered with studio or asked with studio. Man was just like, bro, this is long.
Which is what I was saying, that like, if you guys knew how it was moving, like it probably could be like maybe 80-20, and then as you progress,
yeah. But on the scale of that, cool. I asked you 2 ways. With that, the game was never like how it was now. So even if they were to say, alright, cool, we're gonna let you lot through in that time, yeah. Nothing weren't going anyway.
It was
no money weren't running in the thing.
I was gonna say that, bro.
Like, no money weren't running the thing. If you get a show, you're lucky, and you might just get a little sidewinder here and there, and that's it. You're just dead in it. No one ain't headlining. Nothing not going. You know what I'm saying? So it would have just been a bit funny in it back then to even be getting offered a little change for sidewinder every year. Like, you know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do when sidewinder's not on?
Yeah.
So obviously, you got me, it would have kind of probably disheartened man as well. And then you got the flip side to it, where the man then was so fully engrossed in the other side of life. Man, like, couldn't really care about music, but because we're worrying about other things, but man's trying to stay above water, like, literally, you know what I'm trying to say? Literally trying to stay above water. So how can man really be, like, caring about studio to that degree when man's trying to stay above water?
And so here's my thing to that, you know. I don't put my face up for nothing usually, just in general. It's not for any reason. I was like, it's how I move, yeah. But I always wonder that when people are putting out, like, you know, when you're hot on the ends, and then you put in your video, I'm thinking, like, is it like, it's making it more fake? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. But that's what I'm trying to say. What I feel like with man's thing, and this is why it's nuts. Man's come out. Obviously, back then, man didn't care, innit? Man was young. Man was just doing that thing, innit? Man was saying, prove it, innit? That's all, innit? Prove it. You know what you're talking about? Prove it. Now, it's like, I've come out and I've been through it all. There's nothing man can tell me, bro. I've been through it all. So now I'm talking about my past. You know the one there? So it's peak for them. They can't even talk to me. Government can't talk to me again. I'm talking about my past. I'm not even on that no more. I'm doing music now. You know the one there? Like, that was my past. You lot put me in jail for my past. You know the one there? And then obviously I'm out now and I'm doing music. So I'm talking about my past. What can they say to me? Can't tell me nothing. But obviously you got man, obviously probably, like what you're saying, is probably might be active and they're talking it. They're probably still on the same thing. They prove it, innit?
But that's like, it's that beautiful stretch where even though it weren't, like, no one wants to be away for that time, but I think that period allows a person to mature just in age and just come out of a different perspective. I feel like some of the youths can't, they're stuck there. Do you know what I mean? Like, they'll just literally down the streets.
Yeah.
There's no protection.
Of course.
Do you know what I'm saying?
And yeah, of course. That's exactly what it is. And it's obviously, they haven't got no guidance though with it, innit? Because now when we talk about the youth then, there's not many youths now that's got orders. You got what I'm saying? Nowadays the youth them are just running ragged, innit? Like, it is what it is. This is our thing. We're patterning. Everyone can get orders. You know what I'm saying to you? There's no order.
Yeah.
You know, there's 80, there's no loyalty in the thing, there's no order. It's just everyone doing their thing in it. This is what we're saying. We're saying Jim Brown. Remember, you know, Jim Brown, he set an order, one order. You know, there's 80. So if you go yard, then you got his son, Dadas and that, whatever. You go yard and you go Tivoli and then places there. It's one order. Now it's probably mashed up. Dadas is gone, but the whole spectrum of it, it's one order. Like you go there, I could drop 500 bags, and a man will come and give it back to me. You get me? Like whatever you drop there, you can come back and see it there, or a man will hunt you down in that area and come and bring you back your things. Nothing can't happen. No nonsense can happen without the say of the big man. So it's just one order. You got to say, and that's why the feds had to kind of break down man's thing in it, and usher them out. They didn't like how we had yard in it. Like man, they've got his own hospital, own school. Everything was just patterned. You get me? So like, man, they're sending the kids to school. They're not asking. They're running the government down for nothing. You know what I'm saying to you? So he's patterned this area to where everyone eats, everyone lives nice. No nonsense can happen around here. You know what I'm saying? So that's the same thing man was on. Trying to pattern it. Obviously, man weren't building hospitals, you get me? But man was patterning it to how man could pattern it over here, you know what I'm saying to you?
With what the resources you had.
With the resources man had. So man's team was good, everything was calm. So with the youth them now that was around, man weren't fully pushing them to do nonsense. You know what I'm saying to you? To that degree then, if you get what I'm saying. Man was trying to pattern them up differently, like Rod, like have brains with it, you know what I'm saying? And you don't need to do that, do this, you know what I'm saying to you? This makes more sense, don't do that, you know what I'm saying? Like the structure and the thing. But obviously, with most of the youth now, there's no structure. So they just run out on a wild thing, on some wild west thing, you get me? And then it just goes left.
But like, see back, I mean, I feel you know that. I feel like back to your younger days and your fam. Did you get to it? Like, it's mad, like now you see someone today, they'll be like, oh, phone, camera, take a picture. Like in terms of them type of times there when we look at DVDs, where you guys are kind of like 99% real. How do you have fans, bro? Do people say, oh, I like your music?
Back then?
Yeah, they'll be fearful, like that.
Yeah, no, it will just be man them. That's what they say. It will just be man them that's banging your shit. Like, right, the man them like, yo, that's hard. So man was making music for the dogs them really, innit? But not knowing that other people are playing it, you get me? It was only when I went on holiday and realised, right, there's other man playing man's things, you get me?
Do you know what makes sense to me? Because a lot of the time it's also like, why do man also like just like make stuff for the streets or for the man them locked up? Like, I mean, I got it, but I didn't get it. I was thinking like, yeah, there's other people.
Yeah,
but that's not who they're coming across.
There's a big market.
Yeah.
In the can. There's a big market in the can, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, big market in the can. Man want music all the time, innit? In there. You get me? And it's a big market. You got to think how much cans there are and how much people are inside. It's a big market, you get me? So obviously, man will make music for the man them that's in the can and for the road. But we're not thinking no one else is buying our stuff, innit? Remember, them times there, man's got CDs from a box. Man's gone and patterned CDs, got them pressed, you know, and then man's got them in their boot. And man's driving around like, what, CD, you know what I'm saying to you? Or man was going to certain shops.
Like that vendor sometimes places like that.
Yeah, certain shops, like, them times it was, what was the one in Brixton? Red Records.
Red Records, yeah.
Red Records and that, like, man could go there and just pattern, like, put some CDs in the shelf. But man, remember there weren't no Spotify or none of these things. So like, man's not really feeling like man's music's going anywhere. Man just feeling like, right, we're just circulating the hood and the hood's calm, you get what I'm saying?
Those ones like, I think that sale returns there, like just put them in there.
Yeah.
And if nothing's sold,
yeah.
Alright.
And man, and it's mad because we wouldn't even go back there. We just put the CDs in there and keep it moving. Man ain't got time to be going back to Red Records like, yo, did them CDs sell? You know the one they're like, man, just give you the box, try and pack that thing, keep it moving.
And it was also like trying to get things in HMV. HMV is like the holy grail.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you get stuff in there, you're that guy.
Yeah, it's mad. And from there, it's like probably like MySpace days as well, isn't it? Like, yeah,
so you got MySpace and that, but you couldn't really pattern your thing properly on MySpace like that. You get me? So it was hard, innit? It was hard. It was kind of stupid back then, still, to even get anywhere. So, but now, like I said, now. There's full on angles, isn't it? So now you can do your thing, man.
We're just talking about like outlets. I was saying like, because where I live, bro, I wasn't getting any pirate stations, bro. It was mad. But in terms of stuff like the outlets, where was your music traveling to? Where would you go perform? Like, where was you going? What spots?
Outlets. Red Records, isn't it? That was man's only thing. Red Records, and then obviously would have little radio stations on top of them. That was our main thing. You get me? Because that was on the ends and that on top. So and then had Deja Vu. I used to float through a couple of times. You get me? And then performance-wise, back then, man weren't performing. Man weren't even allowed to perform. You got to say, the only places that man went was like sidewinders and that. And even then, you get me? The last time I went sidewinder, it went left. You got to say to you, so even then, you get me? So, yeah.
Do you think that, it's going to, I think I already know the answer, but if what we had now was available to you, then where do you think you and Amanda would have been? Like with like Spotify. Basically, if you was an artist today, with the buzz that you guys had.
Yeah, like, where would man be? Yeah. Like artist-wise, yeah, man would be up there. 100, because obviously we had the game in our grip, like, you know what I'm saying to you, but we just couldn't pattern it right because of the resources in it. Like, so if we had all of this now, it would be a madness.
Because like now it's like, we'll say, okay, who's hot based on this person got bare Instagram followers. The measuring tools back then weren't that, bro. It was like, oh, what's my
talent, bro?
In college.
Back then it was talent. Yeah. Have you got talent, bro? If you forget all of this Insta and all that, if you ain't never had talent back in the day, you were done out there. And that's what man go off, you get me? But now you don't even have to have talent. You can rap about anything, and then the people then will just like it and then suck it up, innit? A man could just grab a Ribena and just make a hook about Ribena. And you've gone clear through the roof. Gone past man who's been out here for a hot minute trying to pattern, you get me? But this is how mad the game is now. So it's you don't even have to have talent now. It's just is what it is.
I think where we are now with the game, I think with the UK scenes, like we can start seeing generations now. You get people like probably like if you're under the age of 25, if you're over 25 to 35, it's like the things that you're saying is gonna be like, I actually remember that. Do you get me? Like, whereas like, no, I was too young to know that. Do you know, like DVD? But I remember I used to always go. I used to buy the DVDs, Risky Roads. Was it Practice Hours?
Yeah, Sticky Business.
Yeah, but in terms of fans, like in terms of like Instagram, do you start seeing people think like, wow, this person, like, they're around my age and they're talking about some of the old music you put out and.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I see that. That's why I know I got some loyal friends from way back. I don't know where they've been, man. They might have even been rubbing bird with, man, or whatever. You get me? But yeah, I got some loyal friends like they ask me things. I get my DMs. They kill my DMs. You get me?
You ain't following no one.
Yeah. I don't follow no one. Still. That's just my thing, innit?
Yeah.
But yeah, I got they hit me up regular, like, yo, this, that. Remember this tune, remember that, remember. So when I throw little throwbacks up here and there, bare people relate to, like, yeah, I remember this, you know what I'm saying? So there's a couple man still out there that's that, you get me?
You know, I want to about some of your collaborations. How do you view collaborations? Would you only work with people that you actually rate musically, but you also have to respect on a personal level? Or is it sometimes just like, it's just music?
I don't know, you see now, like, obviously that's not to say back then, I would probably work with man. You have to be about that life, bro. Oh, man ain't working with you, you get me? But that's the stupid mindset, though, you get me? Because you're not going to get nowhere like that, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'll work with man, like, obviously I don't even have to know your thing like that. As long as you ain't an informer or, you know what I'm saying? Certain little funny things where I see paperwork. You know what I want? That's what I want to see, paperwork, and you get me? Not that some man saying it, because anyone could tarnish anyone, you know what I'm saying? Then I'll pattern with man all day, innit? We're out here, we're all trying to eat, innit? We're trying to do this music thing. This is how we're going to build it, innit? And that's what I'm trying to say. I will pattern with men that might not even be on the same level as man, even though I'm not no major dunny, you get me? But I will pattern with someone that's not even known like that. Because it's all about, you get me? It's all about patterning. And obviously, for man to build a scene, how are you going to build a scene if everyone collabs, if celebrities just collab with each other? I'm going to get nowhere, is it? Because everyone's just going to stay in that one circle, innit? I do a tune with a man who's boss already. He does a tune with a man that's boss already. And so how's anyone else going to eat? Or how are you going to find new talent or pattern up the scene properly so everyone's eating? It's not going to work, innit? So obviously I'll work with man that's not known. Like all day, I love that. You get me? And even producers, like my man's mixtape. I got producers on there. There's not one, except for Maniac. You get me? Everyone else, yeah, shout out Maniac all day. You get me? But everyone else is not known. They just want to come up. So I F with you, cause this time we need to build a game. You get me? But obviously, man out here ain't doing that now, bro. These men are only gonna work with man unless you get like 100,000 views in a day. You get me? Not gonna work with you unless that's dead. Cause the man who's not known, they got talent as well, but mad talent, even better than man. So it's mad still. So
yeah, we've gone away from a talent-based ethos to like celebrity. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man got lost in the sauce. This is what I'm trying to say to you.
Which is what you're saying.
Yeah, man's lost in the sauce, bro. Like, man's forgot themselves completely, bro. Like, fully. Like, man's gone. I've seen man that's gone. Like, you forgot yourself, bro. I remember you before. You get me? And now, it's like, raw. You're lost. You think you're on his A to you. And it's like, bro, man could snatch that from me if man want. You know the one. But it's like, man just being humble, you know, to his A to you. You get me? Like, but you think, because obviously man ain't hating, you know. Man's never gonna hate on no one, you get me? It's just that enough man forget where they come from. And that's the worst thing.
Bro, it's mad to me how the industry does certain things. Like, I don't know what happened to certain people. Maybe I just think it's who they are before they went in. That system, bro.
Now, what it is I tell you straight, like, they were bitches before. And now their skirts was blown up in it, so you can see their knickers now. You know what I'm gonna say to you? They're done out here now. They were bitches before, but they tried to put on that facade. Now they've got the money and a little power. They've just gone back to who they usually were. You get me? Selfish, not really about that life. You know what I'm gonna say to you? These are the men. They get me, and then they're trying to stunt on people. This is what happens, and this is why enough men get themselves in trouble. You get me? Because they're trying to stunt on people, but really, like, you know. They're trying to stunt on people, you get me? And then they just hear, oh, man's things got taken, or this happened to a man. Because you're not liked like that, innit? Because you're trying to stunt on man when really you can just help people and help man, innit? But because you're so lost in the thing, some men are so lost in it, you can't even see what you're doing, bro. You can't even see how you're being perceived, you know what I'm saying? And that's the one thing you gotta keep about you, man. Don't forget yourself, bro, man. And don't forget where you come from, innit?
Bro, just because that's something like heritage.
Yeah, don't forget yourself.
Culture.
Yeah.
There's
only a few, man. There's only a few rappers, bro, that actually don't forget where they come from, man. And it's mad, because there's hundreds of rappers, bro. There's only a few, bro. That's how shit it is, bro. There's only a few that actually keep it 100 and don't forget where they come from. Like, raw, you got on his to you. Some man think they're in the clouds, bro, and no one can't look at them, no one can't talk to them, bro. It's mad. I look at man like, raw, this what's really happening. I don't want a part of that, bro. I'm just trying to, you got me, trying to pattern up, eat, feed my family, innit? Keep it moving.
All right, let's go back onto Jim Brown. Do you see it as a mixtape, an album, an EP? Like,
nah, I definitely see it as just a mixtape still, and it's a chapter of man's. That's of the beginning, you know what I'm trying to say? Chapter of the beginning of me since I come out. The new art, you know what I'm saying?
When you say chapter, are you talking about the period in which you was recording music, or the period of your life that you're talking about within the music?
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
And how does it reflect in terms of, like you said, heartache and...
Yeah, so heartache within, it's all in there though, you get me? So it's heartache with being locked, heartache with losing my people, you know, there, family members, heartache of the people you thought had around you, you thought like had you, you realise it didn't really have you, you get me? The snakes, the rats, you know what I'm gonna say to you? The whole jungle, bro. The whole jungle's in there, you know what I'm gonna say to you? Everything, the cheetahs, the monkeys, the gorillas, everything. It's just everything part of life, you get me? Like, that's the heartache, innit? Because you get heartache in every single one of those animals, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds intense, bro. And I was thinking, like, if you're locked down and you lose somebody, I can imagine what the grieving process must be.
Yeah, madness.
On the inside.
And then remember, you know, the heartache's different for man, because it's not just losing them. Like, where they're gone, you know, like they're dead, but you lose them when they're gone in the system as well. You know what I'm saying to you? But you're gone as well. You know what I mean? You're not doing 5 years or 4 years, but you're gone. So it's hard. Man went through it all. You know what I mean? Through man dropping and man just like being locked for mad time. And you know what I'm saying to you? Yeah, it's all went left. You got to think about it. 10 years, bro. Like a lot can happen, bro. It's a decade, man. Another one. A lot can happen still. So man definitely went through it. Came out the other side. You get me?
Just so I go back on that. When you first see your verdict be read out, like when you hear the number, like how do you compute that?
Yeah, it's a mad thing. It's hard to even compute because you hear that, it's like, what? Like, really? You want to stand up and, you know what I'm saying to you? But then you have to kind of like think of what you're doing in it. And then my thing was sticky in it because when it happened with me, the court erupted, you get me? So like, bare people just went nuts in the court, so they had to usher me out, you get me? So I didn't even get time to stand there and ponder that when they got me back and that, and I was in the cell, and I had to kind of like, yo, okay, this is what's happening, jolting, but we have to do this though. You know what I mean? Like, there's no other way you can in it. We have to do this in it. We're gonna make this happen. Come out the other side, and that's what I did. Fully structured, you know what I mean?
I'm not gonna stick up for the system that we're in per se, but your mindset has allowed you to execute a plan that allows this to happen. I think even for this project to be like, even from G's involvement, even if something's on order, do you get me? Like, you haven't got yourself lost in the sauce. Do you get me? With bare challenges, bro. Like, when I'm hearing you talking, bro, like, we all go through shit, bro, but there's shit that compounds, bro. That just can break a man.
Yeah, of course. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, and them things I've seen break a man. That's why it's mad, bro. Break a man, bro. Rinse a man out completely, bro. Into his dry bone, you get me? And it's like, man, weren't going to be one of them guys. And I never had it in me to be that guy either. Even if I tried to, you know what I'm saying to you? That's how mad it was. Even if I tried to be one of them guys, I could never let myself go, bro. It's different, isn't it? Like, man, just in that suit 24 hours, you know what I mean? But that's how it is. Man just cut from a different cloth, innit? That is just it, bro. And it's rare now. My cloth, like, they don't do my cloth no more. Material's finished, bro. That material's finished, my guy. Trust me. There's only a couple men with that cloth, bro. It's peak. So,
And I guess kind of rounded up because for me, like my anticipation, I only hear like, because I've spoken to you. Do you know what I mean? And I think your musical offering, and I've always rated your music, always. But I think because of how you've come across, like I said to you, I want to see what that looks like in today's game. I know what it looked like when there wasn't any structure, but now being wiser, being through things, making adjustments, but not losing a sense of self. I'm more key to see, like, one, how does the industry deal with someone like yourself? How they market you? Like, do you get what I'm saying? All these things now, because it's cyclical. It's a cycle now, bro. Do you get me? Like, it's like the other end of this could be like, man's clear gone.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, man, how they're gonna, I don't know, but me and even my team, like my team that work with man musically, then not the Goonies, the team that work with man, you know what I'm saying? All of us, like, we all got that goal in it, like, we're gonna do this, innit? We're gonna make it, and we just gotta keep pushing it. So we just got that mind frame in it, like that mind frame solid in it, acting. But the game, obviously, like I said, man's approachable, isn't it? Man ain't, you know what I'm saying to you, you can holler at my people all day, you get me? You can holler at me, it is what it is, you get me? But like people just feel like oh, they can't approach artists. You can approach man. Don't approach man on the road on no funny thing. You get me? You get what I'm gonna say? Like, but you can approach man musically. You get me? Because this is what we're about, innit? You get what I'm gonna say? And like you said, I got loyal fans, man. That's been from the day. And then there's man, even when I was in jail, that kept man thing going, innit? And I can't forget the artist TV.
Yes. Yeah.
Like he kept man shit going as well. You got to say to you, like when I was locked down, the man I was still like pushing man's thing on little, CDs or whatever in it from way back. He kept man shit going. You get me? So I'm always gonna have love for bro still as well. You know what I'm gonna say?
Shows, bro. Like you gotta see.
Yeah. Obviously, man's coming out now. Innit? Man's coming out. Obviously, this is what we've been waiting for. Like pattern project, and then let's keep slapping them with it. So man's coming out from like the underworld. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like man, like flipping demolition man. You got the man them under the ground. Like, they don't even live on. You get me? Man's coming out. Another one there. Man's coming out now. You get me? The real Dunnies are coming out to play. So yeah. So hopefully this new year, man's gonna be slapping them with it, and the people don't have to enjoy real music in it. You know what I'm saying?